Sanford. I'm an independent paparazzi consultant with Paparazzi Accessories, and I wanted to do a quick video to explain to you guys how I do pictures for my Facebook albums. I think it's really important to take very good pictures because some of the jewelry that you're going to sell is going to be on Facebook Live, and some of the jewelry that you're going to sell is going to be through your Facebook albums. Some you're going to sell on Instagram. There's just a lot of different avenues to sell the jewelry, but one of my favorites is the Facebook albums because some people, they just don't have time to watch lives, or they don't want to interact on the lives. They just want to get into your VIP jewelry group and look at the jewelry and say mine, 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 and it's really exciting. So I wanted to show you guys how to do that. So without further ado, let's get started with that. Okay, so I'm right here. I'm going to be kind of out of camera shot as far as my face goes, but I know you guys can hear me, but I want to just seriously show you guys exactly what it is that I do, because I've kind of figured out a good system, and I kind of have it down so that there's not a whole lot of wasted motion. So I'm only going to do it with one box. I'm not going to bore you with all of the boring you know, the boring ways to do this. So I'm going to kind of show you what it is that I do. Okay. All right. So I basically I use these golden margarita boxes from Costco because these are the perfect size for the sleeves that I use after during my lives. I use these, and I'll walk through that in another video. Okay, so that'll be really a really great video to watch so you guys can kind of see what I do. But I separate out bracelets, necklaces, and earrings, kind of, and kids, and hair clips. I kind of do here's necklaces, and I'll kind of show you guys why I do this. There's definitely a method to the madness. I kind of want to find, okay, here's an earring, here's a ring. I've had a lot of necklaces this week. Here's an earring, here's a ring, here's a bracelet, and here's another necklace. So what I do is I just do one box at a time. I'll usually have 2 or 3 boxes for each week or each live that I do, and then I always pull some extra jewelry and put it in my albums. So this is what I do. So I have a number in each one, and I take the number out and the plastic and the piece, and I separate them out, and I'll explain to you, and you'll kind of see why I do this in a second. Okay, no, it's not going to make a whole lot of sense right now, but you'll just kind of see later why I do what I do. So this might be a little tedious, but I don't like wasted motion because I'm a busy mom of 3 kids, and one of those kids has a kid, so I am a new grandma, and that is crazy in and of itself. I do not get to see my grandson as much as I want to because I'm so busy, but I want to try to maximize my time and not try to waste time, so it would be a good idea for me to try to save as much time as possible. We're all busy, so we don't really want to, you know, waste all that time. So what I do with the plastic is, like, so for the bracelets, I'll put all of the plastic for the bracelets together in one plastic, and I'll put the plastics of the rings together in another plastic, okay? And I'll do the same with the earrings. And if you have a duplicate earring, so like I had 2 of these earrings left from my live, so I'll just put one of them back in here. Put the numbers aside. Put the plastics all together in one of these bags and set it aside. Okay. Take all the numbers out and put them in a pile over here. Keep the hair clips separate, and then I'll keep the kids separate. We'll do the kids separate. Okay, so I've got some bracelets, and I've got some earrings, some hair clips, and a couple rings, and I'm going to do those first, okay? So I'm going to take all my numbers and I'm going to make sure that they're all straight, okay? They all look straight, so I'm going to take those and put those aside because I'm going to recycle those, and now they're ready for my next live, and I don't have to go and organize them again or later. They're done. Okay, so now it's ready. I'm ready to take pictures now, okay? So, this is what I'm going to do. I've got my plastics for my jewelry there. So this is how I take pictures. I use a tray like this. And okay, so just so you guys know, see what I'm doing, I have studio lights on. Okay, I've got a studio light over there. It's just like it's like this light up here. It's just like a light from the hardware store with a piece of wax paper on it and like some itty bitty little clothespins, I guess. And this one is kind of bright, so I put like a flower cloth over it. And then I have one back here. Sorry for the... And I have one back here too. So I kind of have some light coming in from all different directions. And I'm going to try to kind of... Sorry for the video here. I'm going to kind of show you guys what it is that I do. Okay. So I always try to use a current prop. So right for Valentine's Day right now, I just kind of have some Valentine's Day ribbons in the background, and then I just have some cute little hearts that I use. Okay, and then down here in the corner of my little tray, this is just a tray that I bought at a craft fair. It's just like a rustic kind of roughed up tray. And then I have these tags. These say quantity 3, quantity 4, quantity 2, quantity 5. This one says lanyard. One of these says clip-on. This says clip-on. So if I have a lanyard or a clip-on or anything, I can label them. And I'll kind of show you how that works here in a little bit. So I have a lot of people telling me, boy, you take great pictures, so I'm hoping that this tutorial is going to help you guys. So I'm going to start with the hair clip. I just kind of put it like this, kind of up, and then I like to make it so that there's kind of stuff around it or in the background of it that is kind of seasonal. Okay, so then I always take pictures with my phone. You always want to make sure that you clean your camera lens. I just clean it with my shirt. Just kind of clean it with my shirt here. Just kind of make sure that your camera lens is good and clean. Okay, and then you want to kind of, okay, this is going to be kind of tricky. I'm gonna stand up to do this part, and I'm gonna move the camera, so just bear with me for just a minute. Okay, it's gonna get a little, I'm gonna move it, but I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing with my phone. Hold on just a second. Let's see if I can get a good shot behind what I'm doing with the camera. I'm going to move the camera down. Hold on a second. I'm going to try to get it to where you guys can really see what I'm doing. Okay, can you guys really see what I'm doing now? All right, yeah, you can now. Okay, so this is how I do it. So there's two different ways. You can kind of do it like this. You guys can kind of see my lens, okay? You can do it like this. See how the red and the white and the black, and you've got this rustic background right here on the phone, okay? You can do it like that. Or I think a better way to do it is to fill up your screen. See that? See that picture? Fill up your screen, and you don't want it like this. You want the paparazzi label to show. This is my opinion. You want the card to show. And okay, now you cannot see that, so hold on. I'm gonna make this camera just a little higher so you guys can really see what I'm doing. All right, hold on. I want you to be able to see my phone screen. Good, you can see my phone screen now. So you can really see the detail of the hair clips, and you can see the whole entire card, and it looks really good. And so I'm going to go ahead and take that photo. Okay, that's it. Okay, now you take that out. All right, so you've done hair clip. Now you're going to move on to earring. Okay, you're going to do 2 earrings. So the way I like to do earrings is I like to get them out like this, kind of get them out like this, spread them apart a little bit. This goes really, really fast. And I like to make it, I don't like to put things up in here where they're touching. See how they're touching? So you don't, it doesn't have to be rocket science, you guys. Just, these are kind of hard with these little tassels, I gotta admit, sometimes. So I like to go like that. So then I'll just get right up in there and I'll zoom in and I'll take the picture like that. And once you really get going, now keep in mind, I'm standing because I'm videoing what I'm doing. But most of the time, I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to do this sitting down so I'm not hurting my back. I'm not fatiguing myself. I'm not hurting any of my joints, because a lot of this motion can be repetitive. You want to get, so I have my lights on from over there. Excuse me, let me get in the frame. I have my light source from over there, and from behind me. And I kind of showed you guys that in the beginning of this video. So now I'm going to do rings, and there's definitely a right way and a wrong way to do rings, okay? So with the rings, you want to see the detail in them so well that you're not going to worry about getting any background in them. So with a ring, what you're going to do is you're going to zoom in. What I like to do is I like to zoom in like this. You see that ring? That is beautiful. Okay, and remember, you always have to get it centered because your camera is over here on your phone. Wherever, this happens to be an iPhone 8. But you want to kind of get it down to the level of the ring and take your shot. Now I kind of want to show you guys what happens if you're not zoomed in and you try to do this. This is what you get. Okay? But if you take it back here and you, okay, wait, something isn't right. Hold on. There we go. If you take it from here and you zoom in like this, look at the difference. Okay, look at the difference. Now sometimes if you want to kind of show what color it is, see, you can kind of put something back there, but it's kind of distracting to the ring. So I'm going to go ahead and do this because then you can kind of see that that's either purple or black. And in my description, I'm going to say that it's a purple ring. So I'm all set up for rings now. So I'm going to shoot all my rings. Okay, I've got my screen set up for rings. I've got my tray set up for rings. I'm going to shoot my rings. Okay, now I'm moving on to bracelets. Alright, now with bracelets, again, you want to maybe try to get some of that background. So you're going to zoom out like this. And you're going to shoot your bracelet like that. Okay, and if you don't want to have all that fluff in the background, that's fine. You do it any way you want. Okay, any way you want. With urban bracelets, what I like to do is I like to make sure that they're kind of shown off, they're pulled apart. I make sure the tag is kind of on the inside. And what I do is I like to get down like this. And another little trick is to focus. See how that little yellow box shows up right here? That's going to focus. That's going to put your focus right there. So it kind of blurs that in the background and it focuses on the bracelet. So you take your picture, put it off to the side, move to the next one, and okay, now we're going to have to adjust this a little bit. See that? I want that pretty in there, and I want people to see, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do this. You see how that looks? It doesn't look good. You want that background. You want that background of that white neutral background because it looks great with a white neutral background, and you want to kind of get that bling in there. Just like that. You guys see those pictures I'm taking? That's how you want to do it. So we'll get through these bracelets, and then I'm going to show you how to do necklaces, okay? So this is, you want to kind of get all the angles. And sometimes if you want to show the shade of a pink, so like this is pink, you want to get some pink and some red in there so people can see the difference in the picture, in the colors. You always want to not really do this because the paparazzi logo, you see the paparazzi logo, you want the paparazzi logo in front. That's just me though. With detailed bracelets like this, you want to maybe put it down like this and get that up close detail like that. It looks really good. Okay, now I'm done shooting adult bracelets and rings. So what I'm going to do now, and earrings, I'm going to take all my plastics that I had before like this, just so I can find them easy later when people start bidding on jewelry. Whether you have more or less, you can do this any way you want, but I'm going to put all my bracelets from this box in one plastic. Okay, like this. Then this is the hair clip. I'm going to put all my hair clips, because I'm going to have more hair clips in the box. I'm going to put all my earrings together in one plastic. This is just my system, you guys. You can do it any way you want, but this is what I found works best for me. Now, when people start bidding on jewelry, and I have to go find it, I'll have this box labeled Wednesday album or Thursday album whenever I posted it online, and they're all right here, and it's easy for me to go and find. I just go and I find my earrings, and they're all here, and I dig through the earring thing and I find the earrings that they bid on, and I put them in their envelope to be shipped out. So that's how I do that. So let me do the and then I have, you guys, I have tons and tons of these boxes sitting around. Every time I go to Costco, I get another box, and I just have all these spare boxes. And what I do, let me show you how I label them. I have all these little cards behind me. And so when I get the cards ready, so like if I get ready for my Tuesday live and they're all ready to go, I just clip this card on here. Or if I don't know, if it's just ready for live, I'll clip that on there. Or if I posted this album on Saturday, I'll clip that on there. Okay, it comes in handy later. If I posted a Valentine's Day album and I labeled it Valentine's Day album, I'll clip that on there. So it just depends upon what is going to make you be able to find that box. When you start getting buried in jewelry, you have to stay organized. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting a lot of your time looking for jewelry and you don't know where it is, and that is not good. You want to maximize your time, because your time, why are you doing this? You're doing this to have more time with your family, right? More time with your family. So I'm going to show you how I do kids jewelry real quick. So with the kids jewelry, I'm sorry, I have this is all crinkly, but trust me, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth your time to watch. So I'll have like, it sells so much better, you guys. Don't shoot any jewelry in plastic, okay? That is just my opinion. Do not shoot any jewelry in plastic, because it just does not sell as well, and you will sell a lot more. Do you like to buy jewelry that's wrapped in plastic? Think about what you want as a consumer, and that's what you want. You want to see the detail, you want to see the shine, you want to see the bling, you want to see the cuteness. That's what your people want to see. They want to see that. They want to see all that cuteness, okay? Okay, so it looks like I've got 2 of these. So what I do is I just line up the ones that I have, and so then they can see how many I have of each one. Okay, so like if I have 2 purples, they're there. I always put my singles on the end. If I have 2 blues, they're there. I have 2 reds, it's there. I have 2 of these, they're here. And then I can just maybe like stick the green here or whatever. Okay, and so for these, I always I'll go like this. Okay, so this looks really busy with all of these hearts. You don't want any of that in there. Okay? You don't want any of that in there. So you just want to kind of go like this, and you want to do it from up top. Okay, there's a shine right there. It's hard for you to see. You don't want to do this. You want, for kids jewelry, I find that it's a lot easier to get it from the top. So just to kind of see, so you guys can see what I'm seeing right there. That's the shot that you want for kids. Alright, so I'm going to put the camera back down so you guys can, I'm going to take my shot, and this is the shot that I ended up with right there. Can you guys see that? So that's a good shot for kids. Okay, so I take all my kids and all my kids' plastic, and I throw it in the big plastic and throw it with the rest of the jewelry. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to do necklaces, okay? So I'm going to move this off to the side. Normally, like I said, I would be sitting, but I'm going to kind of show you guys how I do this. Okay, so I'm going to shoot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through, I'm going to do 7 at a time. I'm just going to take the going to take the numbers out. I'm taking the numbers out and I'm putting them over here in a pile. This one, I ordered 15 of these necklaces because this is Love at First Sight, you guys. It's like one of the, it's an awesome necklace. It's amazing. I sold, for me it was pretty good. My best week ever. I sold 236 pieces of jewelry last week, which was pretty good for me because I'm kind of new at this, but I really kind of feel like I'm really in my groove now, and I want to start teaching, and I want to start training and showing other people what to do and how to do it, because this is definitely a great, it's a great thing to get into. It's pretty awesome. So again, I'm going to take all my numbers so I don't have to do this twice. Just do it now. So now you're ready for your next live. Put them in a pile. Now they're just kind of sitting here. I've got them sitting underneath the camera. All right, so I'm going to take my first one, and you'll notice I have one in the plastic, and then I have one loose, okay, because I took one loose to get ready for my live, right? And that's all in another video, how to get ready for a paparazzi live show. All right, so I'm going to show you guys. Now we're going to go back to this, and we're going to go back to this. Let me show you so that we can get the good shot here. Okay, so I've got this. I want to pull some of my hearts out, because these are my little props that I use. So how I do long necklaces is I put them here like this, and I do them kind of sideways, and I kind of weave them. I kind of weave them like this. Kind of go like that, and I don't ever have anything touching. I don't ever have anything touching the chain or anything like that. I don't like that. Sometimes it's too busy. You kind of look and you kind of see what's going on. Now I have two of these. This is super important. I have two of these, so I want to put it by the medallion. I'm going to focus on the medallion, and then they're still going to be able to see the earrings in the background. So this is how I do it. Okay, so you access the camera. Okay, you guys see what I'm doing? I'll put it by the medallion. Okay, I like this. Maybe move this over a little bit. Move my medallion up a little bit. Get that down in the tray. I need this a little closer to me. Sorry, you guys, I'm bumping the camera. Once you get on a roll, you really get on a roll. So they can see that. See that? They can see that it's long. They can see the medallion, and they can see how many I have. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot it. Okay? Can you guys see that? All right. So I'm going to whip this out, put it back in the plastic. Necklaces, they go in their own plastic with all the other ones that I have. So now the people, when I put the album on Facebook, they know that I have two of those. Okay, I had three of these. If there's no label, I only have one of them. Okay, so I take the label away, just push it down into the corner where nobody can see it. I put this up like this. I make it really fast. You can kind of see it. Cannot see what I'm doing. I'm going to try and make this so you can see what I'm doing. Nope, you still can't see what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. I want you guys to see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Now you can see, right? Yep. So that's what it's going to look like. I don't like that because these are touching, but it still says Valentine's because the little hearts are in there. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot it. Okay. Got that one. Set that one aside. Again, this is going a little slower than normal because I'm doing a teaching video. But if I was really on a roll, I'd be whipping through this like nobody's business. It's slow when you first start and you get faster. Trust me, you get faster. Okay, with necklaces like this, I want to show you guys. With necklaces like this, you kind of want to bow these out a little bit. You kind of want to show people what it would kind of look like on their neck. Don't do this. That's boring. Okay, nobody wants to see that. Just being honest. Okay, so kind of put it kind of like that, maybe a little bit, okay? Make it look interesting. Alright, and I only have one of these, so I'm not going to put any label on it whatsoever, but I'm going to showcase my medallion, and that's why I'm going to push this. It's going to blur these earrings in the background, and it's going to showcase this part up in front. But they're going to see the medallion, and they're going to be able to see the kind of earrings that come with the necklace. Okay. So, I'm shooting my leftovers right now, guys. This is what I have left over from my live. That's really cute right there. See that cute little necklace? I'm going to shoot that right there. And I kind of want a little bit of red on the side, so I'm going to add that in there. Isn't that cute? Just like that. Okay, it's good. All right, I'm gonna keep going. I'll show you guys how to shoot a couple more. We've had some long ones, some short ones. Here's a super blingy one. This is Love at First Sight, one of my favorite necklaces that just came back out. Oh my gosh, this is an off the hook necklace. It's beautiful. I had 5 first time I showed it, and I sold all 5 within like 15 seconds. So I ordered 15 more. I ordered 15 more, and I will not have a problem selling these. Now I should say quantity 15, but I don't. So I'm just going to put my highest quantity that I have. I have quantity 7. Okay, so just people, I'm hoping I can sell 7 of these in my albums. Okay, so I don't like the way that is sitting. Kind of want to make it look pretty. There you go, quantity. You kind of want to do it up so people can see that. That's real pretty. Okay, just like that. All right, beautiful. You know, if I wanted to, I have a whole other thing of those tags. I could have set quantity 15 if I wanted, but if I sell 7, I'd be surprised, because I'm just not quite at that level yet. In the albums, I'm not quite there yet. I'm getting there. I sell more and more and more and more jewelry every single week. So it's pretty sweet. Okay, now these, I know I have like 3 of these. So I'm going to put quantity 3. And this is kind of a long one, so in the description, it may not like look long in the tray. Whoops. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Nope, you can't. So let me move this back a little bit so maybe you can see. Yeah, okay. So in the tray, you can kind of tell that it's long, but in the description when I put it on Facebook, I'm going to say long rose gold necklace, and that's a whole other video that I'm going to do. Is I'm going to do a split screen, and I'm going to show you guys how I post the albums in Facebook. Okay, and this one I have 3. When I shoot these necklaces, I always try to make sure that the lobster claw is underneath. You don't want to shoot them like this, you know, where the lobster claw is hanging out. You always want to put the lobster claw where it belongs, underneath, appropriately, right? You want to make your necklace look halfway decent. And when it comes to chain earrings, I like to kind of make them out like that. Okay, so that's real pretty. You guys see? Nope. Can't see. Let me move the camera. There. Now you can see what I'm doing. You know, you never want to get your finger in the way. Okay. These always look better when you actually put them on Facebook. You can crop them. You can make them look a little better. Things like that. Do whatever you want to them. Doctor them up. Well, you don't want to doctor them up to make them look fake, but okay. Here's a good example. I have a lanyard, so I'm going to show you guys how to label a lanyard. Okay. I only have one of these, so I take my clip that says lanyard, and you always want to feature the lanyard to show people that it's a lanyard. So you want to get it down in the tray. Whoops. Your finger. Lanyard is pretty long. Sometimes I'm just gonna have to do that with the lanyards. And I don't like the way that lanyard is all the way up there. You gotta put it next to the actual lanyard so they can see. And then I might put in the description, I might put like long black and gray lanyard. Like I might even put like triple layer lanyard on the bottom, or something. I might put a small description in there if you can't exactly see because of the... Now you guys, you can do your pictures any way you want. Okay, this is the last one that I'm going to show you. You do it, pictures any way you want, all right? But this is just what works for me. And you don't have to use, you know, pretty props and all that stuff. As soon as Valentine's Day is over, I will go back to just using maybe like some flowers or some greenery or something. And then when St. Patrick's Day rolls around, I'll start using St. Patrick's Day. Probably March 1st, I'll move to St. Patrick's Day. So for a couple weeks, I will... Okay, here's, oh, that's why. All right. So you guys can see I've got lanyard in there. There you go. Lanyard. Okay. So, just to kind of show you guys what I end up with. So this box was full of jewelry when I started. It's empty. I can now put this on my shelf and do something else with it. Now when I'm all done, I end up with, this is what I do. All the necklaces are in front, okay? And in the back, I have kids' jewelry, rings, net earrings, bracelets, and hair clips. Okay, and so then when next time I shoot, I can either, what I'll probably do is I'll probably shoot, you know, 3 or 4 boxes of jewelry or whatever for each week. Maybe I'll end up with two things of rings or 2 things of earrings or whatever, but at least I'm not going through each individual plastic, which is when I first started doing this, I was putting each individual ring in a plastic like this, and it would take me forever to find the jewelry that I sold. Now I just do it this way and it works great. So anyway, so I'm gonna move this back up until you can see me. Yeah, there you are. So thank you for watching, and I hope this inspires you to take great pictures for your paparazzi jewelry albums. Thanks for watching, and you guys can look on my YouTube channel for some of my other training videos. I plan on putting out 1 video a week, so I'd really like to do that for you guys. All right? Thanks so much for watching.